Good day, everyone. This is your channel sales and educational manager, Hector Martinez from DxO Labs, coming at you live from Unique University. And today we're actually here to talk about something called film. Film, right? Go figure. How many of us actually miss traditional analog film? I know I do. At DxO Labs, we actually created an application extremely unique, an application that does not mimic nor does it simulate, but it's an actually full-blown emulation of true traditional analog film based off of 4 renders: color, contrast, saturation, and most importantly, traditional analog film grain. And it's a product that's called DxO FilmPack 4, which can be found here at Unique Photo. So we're actually just going to go through a little quick tour of FilmPack 4 and showcase some of the highlights and some of the special features that it has to offer. So that being said, just hold on tight. I'm going to take you for a quick little tour in FilmPack 4, and if you see anything you like, just let me know. So right now, I just so happen to be using DxO FilmPack 4 as a standalone application, but it can also be used as a plugin in Photoshop, Lightroom, Aperture, and Elements. I'm going to bring in my very first image just by simply clicking on the image display window. And by all means, the main reason for FilmPack 4 is our black and whites. We have the best black and whites to offer. While our competitors are picking up about 150 shades of black, white, and gray, we're actually the only ones picking up 256 shades of black, white, and gray. But we also have a couple of extra bells and whistles to offer, such as color slide film, color negative film, and my all-time favorite, the black and whites. So we're going to go into the black and whites. I'm going to go up to my upper toolbar and I'm going to zoom in to about 75%. From that point, I'm going to take my navigator and we're just going to focus right on my friend Rachel's face. As I start going through the individual library tour of the black and whites that we have to offer, you can clearly see that all that traditional color, contrast, saturation, and most importantly, traditional analog film grain is starting to dance around on my friend Rachel's face. So what we're looking at right here is a laboratory standard with the availability to fine-tune at our own discretion, unlike anyone else. So what I'm doing is I'm picking my T-Max 3200 as my base, and now it's time to fine-tune it to my own liking. So what I'm going to do right now is I can either go into film grain and I can amplify the film grain, or I can reap the 3 benefits of that emulation: the color, the contrast, and the saturation. And then you can clearly see that Rachel all of a sudden turns into silk. What we're going to do right now is we're going to zoom out to fit to zoom, and now it's time to get a little creative, because now that we have our emotion, which was our film, our creative part would be considered our dedicated black and white filters that we have to offer you in DxO FilmPack 4. I'm going to open a drop-down menu and you can clearly see all the different types of traditional analog filters that we have to offer. But as I start going through all the individual tours, you can clearly see that the tonality in Rachel's face is starting to shift every time I switch from one traditional analog filter to the next. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to select this green filter. I'm going to grab the density slider and we're going to push it all the way to the right. Now we're stuck with something like this. This is where we started, this is where we wanted to go. But for DxO FilmPack 4, one of our new and improved and most spoken about features would have to be our creative blur vignetting tool, which gives us the capability of emulating what a traditional soft focus filter or soft focus lens effect would create. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to grab the intensity slider, I'm going to amplify that, I'm going to drop down on my radius, I'm going to drop down on my transition, I'm going to open up the roundness, and then where the diffusion's at, we're just slightly just going to feather just a little bit. I'm going to apply the correction, and then there goes that image that we're looking for with the flat Hollywood lighting in the background. Meanwhile, you have that mystical soft focus glamour glow going on, and meanwhile Rachel's face has remained untouched. So that being said, if you're looking for a traditional analog film emulation software to work with, there's only one on the market that's going to give you the full spectrum of 256 shades of black, white, and gray. This is your channel sales and educational manager signing off. Until next time, keep shooting. And if you're looking for a solution for that black and white fix, you already know where to find it here at Unique Photo, and the product's called DxO FilmPack 4. Take care.